Evil.
Infinity.
Battle of the Atom.
0 year.
Is that it?
Well, these are all events that are either just wrapped up or we're still in the middle of.
Happening. It happened.
With ramifications still going on.
Yeah. I remember when Forever Evil started, and I was a much younger man.
It was only a few months ago.
It feels like a few years.
It was 3 months ago.
Years.
4.
I mean, well, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
A lot has happened for Forever Evil.
A lot has happened.
Yeah, we've learned a lot about this crime syndicate between
cool.
that and the tie-ins, but
Lex had to play fetch with Bizarro.
Yes.
For
They were
Okay.
bonding.
You can't hate on those pages.
I did have so many pages. Teen Titans were there, and they were like.
Oh no,
and then they weren't.
was,
So that means I had to read Teen Titans again to find out what the hell happened.
I
there.
didn't give a shit.
No, I didn't. Of course, I'm saying I had to, but I didn't.
I did, but I didn't have to.
Sir, I have a limited income, and Teen Titans does not get any of that money.
So what are you thinking about the event books lately?
I mean, Infinity was a great event book in my opinion.
Infinity was the best event that I read from Marvel in a while.
In a
Age of
while.
Ultron just left a bad taste of
And
Age of
you
Ultron
all
was
know
pretty
that I didn't like AVX, so
I didn't like it either.
AVX.
Because it showed Cyclops for what he was.
Okay. Okay.
That's for another episode.
Age of Ultron had so much potential, and it had like 4 episodes that were so good, and then it
started
just
going
went
back in time.
Age of Ultron to me was a huge lie.
Yeah.
That it was a lie.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's gonna do stuff.
Nope.
Nah.
Holy shit, the Vision's back and he's evil.
Nope.
Nope.
Nobody
It
did
boiled
that.
down to another Wolverine story.
Yeah.
Again.
No.
Again.
It wasn't even just another Wolverine story. It was like, hey, guess what, guys? Anybody reading a Marvel book? Wolverine's about to ruin them for you. Because and honestly, and I love Mark Waid to death, the second it started tying into Age of Ultron with the whole skewed up timeline because of everything like that book sucked.
suffered. Yeah,
and
it
it
suffered.
never came back. And I'm done, and I hate dropping a Waid book.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting good. It's getting good again.
No, it's not.
It's alright.
It's getting
Hulk
good.
sucks.
It's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, not even.
He's putting all his effort
and
into
not only that,
Daredevil.
but
and
it
it's good.
lost a really good artist too.
Yeah.
Well, it's had like 5 different artists.
Hey,
Yeah,
I still said and I know Sam disagrees, but I love that Walt Simonson.
Oh no, I like that too.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like that Walt Simonson book.
Yeah.
The story was just fun enough.
Yeah.
I don't usually like him.
But
His
back
art
to
wasn't
Infinity.
for me.
Back to Infinity.
But back to Infinity. And what it did is that, again, it was Hickman at his best juggling a bunch of different balls, and I like where they all fell.
You like when Hickman plays ball.
I love when Hickman plays with balls.
They just fell in your lap.
That's cool. I remember when event books were like events, and it wasn't just about setting up the next thing.
Event.
Yeah.
I get
So
you.
that's what these all are. Like AVX set up Marvel Now, which I think was pretty cool, but it didn't set up Age of Ultron, didn't set up the other things. Age of Ultron set up all this stuff with the time problems, set up Infinity. Infinity's setting up whatever's next.
Well,
Trinity War set up.
this actually goes way farther back. This goes
Yeah.
all
Secret
the way back
Invasion
to
set up Dark
no,
Reign.
this
No,
goes all the
first
way
back,
back up
further.
to House of M.
House of M,
And
yeah.
Avengers Disassemble. It's led
Yeah.
to Civil War, which
Yeah.
led to Secret Invasion,
Yeah.
will led to and I get it. It's
some
cool
good
to
story.
have a story progress like that, but at the same time, at
The
end
best
of the
part
day-
about the events back in the day were they were events that
Yeah.
you just read
Yeah.
them and that was it.
and-
Trinity War didn't matter.
No.
That's why we feel like
Yeah.
Forever Evil's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Because Trinity War
That's
did
true.
not matter.
Nothing. They
Trinity
fought for
War
no reason.
was a
They were talking about Trinity War for like
a preface.
Because they had no plan again. I don't think there was a plan. When that free comic book day came out, and it was like they were showing the Trinity War, they didn't know what that was about.
Well,
Same thing with Pandora.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
plan for Pandora.
No.
You can't tell me that this is what they had coming. That
Oh, no.
the box was
all
going
about
to be just
concept,
a
yeah.
portal.
Oh, I'm sure there was at least a plan talked about initially, and then they were like, "Yeah, let's not do that,"
Yeah.
because hey, guess what? This is we're selling books, but we're dropping a lot, and not everything can tie together as well.
I was
anymore.
mad hyped at the end of Trinity War when the Crime Syndicate showed up.
Why?
It was a cool
It was
ending,
No,
but
the ending was cool, but look what it took to get there.
Yeah.
Superman's dying,
Yeah.
and then that led to Atomica.
Well, I
Yeah,
liked
but-
how like, when they were playing with the box, everybody got corrupted, and then Constantine grabbed it.
Okay, but see, but you have to explain it to me. They're playing with the box. Everybody gets corrupted and everything, but then the box is a portal.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
corrupts
it's like a
people.
boom
Like,
tube.
yeah, it's
Well,
That's all it
yeah,
is.
it's just
It was a
literally.
boom tube.
Yeah, no, the box was a boom
It
tube.
was a lot of build up just to get to the crime syndicate versus
It
the
was
day.
a lot.
And then
it
we
was
get-
a lot of build up to get to like
A cliffhanger.
Forever Evil,
It was-
and then a month where books didn't come out because they were doing all the villains.
Exactly.
Well, except
that,
that
was
one.
A whole month.
That
Except
one came.
book.
No, I'm saying Forever Evil
Yeah,
was still
Forever
happening.
Evil happened.
Yeah, it happened.
All
It
the
was
villain
issue
books.
1, and then maybe like 2 years
You
later.
see, what I didn't like about Forever Evil is we were getting, oh, look, Forever Evil, here's a bunch of books about villains who could be superheroes.
Yeah,
That's essentially what it was. We were like, well, Two Faces, he's
It's
fighting
not
with his.
so bad.
You know, he might save
Well,
Gotham, possibly.
there was when it came to the villains books. Not all of them were good.
The best books were the ones that showed the villainy
Yes.
in its pure sense.
But I would also say some of the best books were also the ones that showed the villains as being not just assholes.
Yes.
I mean, I dug the Killer Frost one, and at the when really it's that was one of the more heartbreaking ones because she did nothing wrong, and except
Well, because I get what you're trying to say there is like you can be a bad guy and then
Yeah.
still not have us hate you to
Yeah.
your very core.
You can
but,
be a
you
bad
know,
guy, but
Yeah,
not
but
a
not
bad guy.
bad guy, you know? But they
Not
just
the
like
bad
they
guy.
sugarcoated it. Everything was so sugarcoated,
Yeah, yeah.
and they really missed out on an opportunity to do something really interesting, which I feel is like to showcase their villains for a month. That's what they could have done, but we didn't even get that.
well, now they have to have that gimmick month anyway.
Yeah.
Now they have to.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to.
They have to
No,
force it
no,
down.
they
Oh no,
have
next year will
to.
be Sidekicks month.
Yeah.
And we'll
No.
Next year's 5 years later.
Oh, 5 years later.
No, 5 years later is
Later
not
isn't.
next
No, that's
year.
next
It's
summer.
For the record,
Starting
if
May.
if
Oh,
anyone
Free Comic
from
Book Day.
Oh, I don't know.
It's starting a free comic book day, and then 5 years later starts the end of that same month.
Oh, so we'll have sidekicks then.
Yeah.
Why not?
no, we
Sidekicks
can't
month.
do Sidekicks
Why
month
not?
because my comic shop already did Sidekicks month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did it the very following month after
Oh.
Villains month. It's pretty cool.
But can we talk about how Ultraman sniffed
Yes.
tonight?
Okay, as much hate as you guys may or flack you guys may give for that, you can't deny how awesome some of these books are.
No, there are good
Because-
events. There's
yeah.
good
Like-
moments.
Yeah. It just
Ultra-
feels slow.
No, well,
Where
let's
Along
build.
Trinity
Yeah.
felt too fast.
Fast. Yeah.
So much shit happened.
Yeah, so much happened.
Sorry for my language. In like a small period of time, like they had so many battles in space. You didn't read it, but like they had like 40 battles in
Tell me
space,
about it.
and there's like one caption for each battle, and
Well,
they
I
showed
mean,
like one picture for each.
It was such cool art.
Even
Yeah.
if you, and
It was so cool, but
like even
it
if you
was
see
stretched out.
that's the point though. They weren't doing it to show the battles. It wasn't about the battles. It was about the Avengers and what position they take in the overall Galactic Empire.
I would like to see more of what their fights were, because like by the end of it, they're like, "This is an Avengers world because you helped us."
Yes.
I want to
And
see
yeah.
more of that.
And you see, I think that's where their
Show
tie-ins
Cap
missed.
saving
That's where their
people.
tie-ins
Yeah.
missed out because you had the Avengers book, and then it was like, oh well,
Tie-ins
Carol
were
Denver.
part of the book.
Yeah.
The times were.
Yeah, they were. New
couldn't-
Avengers
you
was
can't read
essential.
it. You
New
can't
Avengers.
read it,
yeah.
I would say you could miss Avengers.
Yeah.
You could miss it.
It fleshed it out a bit.
But
yeah.
New Avengers was essential. And then you have books like Nova and Guardians of the Galaxy, where you really, those are the books that you really should have been tying into this
Yeah.
event. And
They didn't, not really.
Guardians, I don't know if it was a scheduling issue or whatever, but Guardians got, I think the last issue of Guardians came out, a week after
Yeah.
Infinity had already
It
ended.
came out last week.
And it was a tie-in.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is they built up the builders as this like unstoppable
yeah.
force,
I didn't even say it.
and then they beat them. I mean, at first they're like,
It's too easy.
"We can't beat them. We can't beat them."
And they beat
you know
them
what?
with,
Thor goes,
with-
"Okay, we can beat them now."
With like playground tricks. Like Cap was
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll act like we're going to give him a handshake, but really we had our fingers crossed. Gotcha!
No,
so
but
good.
Thor's hammer.
Jose was good. Was bringing up that moment.
was
With,
good.
Jose was bringing up that moment with Ultraman. But to go back to Forever Evil, you had Trinity War dragged on a bit, but throughout Trinity War we got to see the new Atom integrate into the team, and then when that betrayal happened, it was like, holy shit, what the fuck is coming through that door? And it's Hook Hand Aquaman, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I lost my shit.
I lost my shit.
when I saw that. I was
And then he
like,
just drops, and you're like, the fuck happened?
Oh.
And then the crime syndicate comes through. And then they pull the fucking tech off of
Trinity
Cyborg.
was cool.
For
I
a
get it.
second,
But
I thought
unnecessary.
Unnecessary? No, it was necessary, but they built it up to be like
For-
something huge.
for a second, I thought that the end of Trinity War was gonna be the regular, the old 52
Oh
coming
my
back.
god, I would have just came.
I mean, okay, so basically to boil it all up is we had one event that was way too long. One event that
Still
was
going.
way too fast. Exactly. One's not even over yet. So, you know,
One won't be
we
over
need
until
the middle
this
ground.
May.
We need like a good solid 4-issue event.
Yeah.
You know?
Or 5.
Or 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Five's a
is
good
not
number. I like
Yeah.
5.
You know?
Also, the art on Forever Evil is very rushed.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
incredibly.
It's not his best show.
Ivan Reyes and Doug Mankey,
30 seconds.
way better.
All right. So when we get back, we're gonna be talking about some indie books and some that everyone should definitely be reading.
Yes. Read it.